The idea of living so far away from a city, amenities, shops, can seem really daunting to a lot of people, I guess, but it's something that we kind of embrace. We have always lived pretty rural, to be fair, so for us it's probably not a huge leap, but for a lot of other people I think it would be a huge leap. In today's video I'm going to take you along to the city. We don't often go into the city, but I thought I would take you along to see what we have and what the city looks like. So it's Inverness, which is the only city in the Scottish Highlands. And I thought I'd take you along on our journey down. I'll also got a book review as well, so stick around for that. Any bookworms, fellow bookworms, I had only found reading probably about a year and a half ago now, for fun. I read for knowledge, but I don't read for, I didn't used to read for pleasure, so now I do. I'm also sharing my book thoughts, so if there's any books that you think I should read, I will read any genre, FYI.
Hundreds of miles from where we began, we found a slower life in the far north of the Scottish Highlands. Here, in one of the most remote parts of Scotland, our days are shaped by wild landscapes, changing weather, family adventures, and the quiet beauty of everyday life. This is our life in the Highlands.
And see what the city is like, and I think you can compare it to cities in England, America, and lots of European cities, and you can see that it is pretty small. It's very easily walked around and you can get everything pretty much done in a day. So that shows you how small the city is. It's a beautiful city, and I have to say I do like Inverness.
You have to put it in and then move it when you're finished.
Thought it'd be interesting to contrast our life remotely and living rurally in Scotland with, you know, a visit to the city to see a completely different aspect to the Scottish Highlands that a lot of people don't really see. They see all the beautiful landscapes and the lochs and the beaches and all the beauty, which is beautiful. But I think seeing the city is a great contrast. It's a beautiful city, it's a small city, it's a vibrant city. There's something to be said for picking difficult, I guess. Picking things that aren't easy. I always say to my kids that just because something's hard doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. I think that builds resilience. It makes adventures and it broadens your horizons. And especially as a young adult, even as an old adult, it helps you grow. And I think we're always growing, aren't we? Even 40-somethings like me, we're still growing, we're still developing, we're still learning, aren't we? And I do think being put in sort of hard situations really does build resilience. And I think that's something that the Scottish Highlands can give us and give my children, because we don't have everything on our doorstep. If we want something, we have to go and get it. It's not going to come to us. We can't get anything delivered. I mean, we can obviously Amazon and Royal Mail and things like that, but there are some places that put a huge surcharge on to come to where we are. So you have to research, you have to find the right things, the right places, the places that would deliver, how much. We are about 2.5 hours away from a very small city, I might add. So if we wanted things from the city, it would be obviously a very long drive and a day trip, a very exhausting day trip, but we have done it in the past, but we don't often go to the city. So we didn't really before. So when we moved up here, it wasn't a big deal. I think living so remotely from a lot of amenities helps you be more intentional with what you need, what you want, what you can get. It makes you think, do I really need that? Could we live without it? Have we been living without it? And then being intentional, if we're bringing it in, it's given us time to think, is it something we really need? And sometimes I never end up buying it because I'm like, actually, I don't think we really need that. Creepy thriller, dark suspense, psychological thriller, disturbing and gripping. And it definitely was that. So I'm coming to you with another review. And today it is Ellis Hart, The House That Held Her. So Ellis is an independent author in America. I'd seen his book on Bookstagram and I was just like, I must read this book. It seems really different and unique. I read this a little while ago and it is, again, I don't know about anyone else that reads thrillers. Do you find that a lot of them are very samey? And that is how I feel about a lot of thrillers. I don't read as many thrillers as I used to, but this one is definitely like bordering on horror, maybe? Not horror, but just really sinister, really creepy. And when you watch a film and it's playing that music where your heart goes like, it feels like it's squeezing because you're just holding on for this jump scare or whatever, and you're just like, oh, like this book gives me that. No other book has ever given me that before. He very cleverly, some books don't do this as well as others, but Ellis has it down to a fine art. When you finish a chapter and like every chapter's left on a cliffhanger and you're like, I need to read the next one. I need to know what happens. Like, you can't leave it like that. And every single chapter does it. Page turner. This is a page turner and a half. The way Margot's life intertwines with others around her without her even knowing, and the clever use of guilt, unhinged obsession, and secrets upon secrets absolutely brings you a psychological thriller like no other. So the prologue, I thought here, although short and sweet, has you hooked, and the epilogue, never say that wrong, is so satisfying. I would highly recommend for thriller readers The House That Held Her by Ellis Hart. For a debut novel, this is like incredible. Ellis Hart is one to watch. I highly recommend. Thank you for joining me for this little segment of my video, and I will see you with another review sometime soon. Where's you going? Where's you going? Where's you going? Sit. You're so disobedient. Sit. Sit. She's like, nope. And he's like, I don't know what you want me to do. Right here, Mo. Momo. Here. Right here. Good boy. Hey, Malicious. Hey, baby. Where's it gone? You're so funny. Aw, thank you. Living so far away from amenities and city life and things like that, I think really makes you appreciate the moment, what you have, what there is, rather than having everything at your fingertips or everything on your doorstep.